99.9 Punk World Radio FM. We're live on the air right now. We got Montreal, Quebec's finest. We have Jess representing her band and the rest of the members of Pace. Jess, how you doing all the way out there in crispy Montreal, Quebec?
Oh, I'm good and warm. How about yourself?
I am good. I'm warm, but I will say outside it is definitely very crisp outside. I don't know about Montreal, but we got I
Same.
think minus 50 almost out here in Ottawa. So
Oh, good.
it's a winter tundra out there, and I'm glad this interview is virtual and we do not have to go outside for this.
Exactly.
But I hope it's relatively warmer in Quebec. I don't know the weather out there. Hopefully it's not as cold.
It is cold and it's snowing again, but it's winter in
Yeah.
Quebec, so not very surprised.
But the good thing is January, so we only have a couple months left of this. Hopefully, I mean, if it's still snowing in April, don't watch this interview and come back and shoot the messenger here. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, hopefully.
But Jess, I know you're a very busy individual, so I'm not going to take you away from your night too long. But I want to take you back to the beginning of Pace. I have to ask, like, what is the story behind this amazing band? Like, how did yourself and the rest of the band actually get connected and come together to form this amazing Montreal-based band?
Well, first, thank you. And like Tony, PL, Mathieu, and Marco, they had a band together. It was called Same as You. And the guys have been jamming together for, I don't know, I want to say 20 years now. So they were looking for a singer at some point, and they saw me pop on their Facebook wall. And they said, hey, Jess, she used to sing in a band back in the day, so perhaps she would be interested in joining us. So that's how I joined the band in 2023.
Well, you got to love Facebook, especially just being able to be in the comments section. And you never know who's going to reach out to you this day and age, especially with social media. It's so
Yep.
accessible for anyone to send anyone a message. So it's pretty cool that you popped up. They
Yep.
knew that they knew you sang in another band, and it's all history after that. God bless Facebook.
Oh, yeah. For that, yes. I know it's controversial right now, but
Yeah, Facebook definitely has its ups and downs. I remember when Facebook used to be simple. I'm pretty sure you can remember that as well. The profile pictures were a little box. You had no
yeah.
cover photo, no nothing. And everyone used to be like, blah, 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 is outside shoveling or something. You used to, and you look back like on your Facebook memories and you're like, damn, we were corny as hell like
Oh, yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah. I just delete all my like old posts now. I'm like, no, not keeping that.
I feel like if I was to go through all my old posts, I'd be at it for days. So I kind of I see you have memories with this person. I'm like, I'm not even going to click on that. Because after all, who wants to see exes and old people
Yes.
from years ago? Nobody wants to see that.
No. True.
But also as well, I have to ask, like, what is the story behind the band's name? Because I know it's a very generic type question, but you guys have a very short and sweet and to the point name, but it fits you guys. Like, how did you guys come up with Pace?
So we were actually all talking about our like crazy daily lives, running around, like whether it is with the kids or going to work. Sorry, cat. um, or just trying to keep up with life in general. So we started talking about morning pace, and then PL said, "Well, why not just say pace?" And we all liked it because it could be like a fast pace or slow pace. The need to sometimes, stop and slow the pace. So that's how it came up.
And I got to say, it definitely is a good band name, has a great meaning behind it. Was there any, when you guys were thinking about the band name, was there any names that were actually on the list that were possibly could have actually been the band's name, or was Pace the only one y'all thought of?
As far as I can remember, I think there was only pace, no other options. It just came very quickly and naturally, I guess.
And April 5th of 2024, Pace released the amazing four-track EP titled The Perfect Storm. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us the story behind this record. And of course, is it still available to be streamed today, a little over a year and a half later?
Yeah, it is still available out there for streaming, Bandcamp, Spotify, any other platforms. And the name Perfect Storm came because of the way we kind of all merged back together to play music. I don't know, like 15 years later. Because when I was in a band in the early 2000s, Mathieu, the drummer, and Marco, the bassist, had a band together. And we were playing shows back in the days, right? So it kind of made sense for me to call that like the perfect storm. And like all of the song titles and everything behind it just fits that whole concept, I guess.
And it is a phenomenal EP. It's four tracks, like I mentioned, but the one song that I really thoroughly enjoy is Warrior. I have to say it's my favorite track off that record. I think it's track 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And Warrior, I wrote that song for two of my friends that are currently fighting cancer, breast cancer. And like, I'm so glad that people enjoy that song because it kind of um, puts fuel on the energy that this song needs and hopefully helps people like through their fight, I guess.
And I have to say as well, and I don't normally swear during my interviews, but I have to say this: fuck cancer first and foremost, because absolutely can. I really wish there was a cure for it. I really do, because there's so many people that lost their lives due to this terrible disease. I don't know where I'm getting with this except for fuck cancer.
Agreed. There's nothing to add. Fuck cancer, man. Yeah.
And
And
we
you know,
also.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no, sorry. Go ahead, Jess. My apologies.
No, I was just gonna just say again, I'm very happy that, you know, it resonates with either people that are fighting cancer or people that had to support a family or a friend through cancer. Like for me, knowing that it gives them energy, like it brings me joy.
And we also have a fan question here from Gwen. She asked, "Where in the world would you love to perform live? Thanks."
That's a very good question. Wow. I mean, if I was gonna play something somewhere in Canada, I would say perhaps Vancouver or like the island. And in the world, I mean, punk rock holiday one day. Why not?
And I don't blame you for choosing Vancouver. I've heard Vancouver has such a phenomenal punk rock scene. I've never had the opportunity to visit myself, but I have many friends that within the punk rock community that are from Vancouver, and they say if you're going to hit a punk rock show, you got to do it in Vancouver.
Yeah, yeah. Like I didn't see that many shows in Vancouver, but like the energy of the crowd, it's just very like I don't know, special.
And also, I know we just spoke about The Perfect Storm, that amazing four-track EP, but exactly 364 days later, after The Perfect Storm got released, Pace released the most recent EP titled Maze on April 4th of last year, 2025. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about the this record, and of course, what is the inspiration behind it? Because it's another amazing follow-up project.
Thank you. So story behind it, again, it kind of reflects the year we had with the band. So we faced a lot of dead ends. You know, trying to do stuff, failing or disagreeing on stuff. But at the end of the way, we found our way. So I figured it was kind of like a maze.
And I will say as well, like I've listened to all these songs that you all created, and Road Trip is another great song. If people have not listened to Maze by Pace, you got to go out, head over to Bandcamp, spend $5, buy the digital record. I mean, it's a great, and also start your road trip off with the song "Road Trip." I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, and we really had that when we were building the song, like we were trying to reflect that feeling. And the song is about, sometimes you just had a very rough day, so you just need to unwind. The weather is nice, why not go for a drive and, you know, clear your mind to find yourself again.
And December 11th, via Instagram, it was officially announced that Pace will be performing at Pouzza Fest out there in Montreal, Quebec. How did you all get connected with that festival? And of course, what can your fans expect from your performance come this May?
So, I mean, we're lucky enough that we have friends or friends of our friends that are in the punk rock community in Quebec and especially in Montreal. So it was, just through networking that we did the Pizza Fest in 2024, and now we're doing it again in 2026. So we're super stoked about that. And to your second part of the question, we're actually currently working on the third EP that's going to come out this spring. So I guess songs from that third EP, songs from our two first EPs, and just big fun on stage.
And that was actually one of my next questions as well. But before we get into that question about the new record, another great festival that's actually coming up in Montreal that I'm pretty sure everyone in Canada knows about is the Warp Tour is actually coming back to Montreal, which I will admit, I mean, I immediately when I saw that, my lower back started hurting, but I started doing my stretching. I was like, I have to prepare for August. But with that being said, do you think Pace will actually be able to hopefully get on Warp Tour as well? Because again, a phenomenal Montreal punk rock band. Warp Tour is coming to Montreal. It only seems fitting to hopefully see Pace on Warp Tour this coming summer.
Oh man, we'd love to be on that bill. You know, it's a big festival. I'm sure we are like 300 bands from Quebec that sent them emails saying, "Hey, we want to play, we want to play." So we did the same. We reached out, and hopefully, we'll get a phone call or an email soon.
Well, hopefully, I highly doubt anybody from the Warp Tour will watch this, but just in case they watch it, you know what to do. Book Pace. I mean, just book them. You won't regret it. That's all I got to say. Because I would say you all definitely deserve that Warp Tour experience.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
And speaking of that new record that you were just talking about a few moments ago, I read on your Instagram that it's coming out spring of this year. With that
Yep.
being said, I know you said during Pouzza Fest, people are going to get the opportunity to hear some of these songs live. But with all that being said, what can your fans expect from this particular record when it does drop to the general public? Like, is it going to have the same vibe as Maze and The Perfect Storm, or are you guys going a little bit of a different direction when it comes to your recordings?
So I guess, it's going to be our third year jamming together. I guess we found our sound, and it's it's really is a merge between Maze and Perfect Storm. So like in Perfect Storm, my voice was more raspy, and people liked the song Addiction. Like it's the most popular song from our first EP. And then Maze, my voice was cleaner because I was learning how to sing better, being more comfortable. So we tried to do something that is cleaner. People liked it, but they kind of missed that raspy tone from my voice. So next EP is going to be very much closer to like that original 90s sound, and some interesting parts with the vocals as well.
And will this record actually be on hard copy or vinyl? Because I would love to hear Pace on a vinyl. Because I mean, nothing's sweeter than that wax sound.
Yeah. Um, Again, we're going to be working on trying to get that possible in 2026. And that's something we'd like to do as well. But it's expensive, and we're all 100% DIY, so we gotta kind of manage priorities here.
And aside from the new record coming out this spring, and of course, the Pooza Fest appearance coming up in May, what is next for Pace? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview that you would still like to touch on, talk about, or promote? Well, you are still here live on the air tonight, Jess.
Well, for now, it is kind of slow. We know we're going to be playing another festival in August. It's not the Vamps World Tour. So just throwing that out there. There's going to be an announcement soon. Can't say more for now. And we would like to play outside of Montreal. So like Ottawa, Toronto, other cities in Quebec near Montreal. Give us a shout. We're available.
And I do know there is 2 punk rock venues actually here in Ottawa, the Club 27 and the Dominion Tavern. I don't know how it really works. I've only dipped my toe into show promoting. I did promoted 2 shows in my entire life, so I don't really know how to go about it. But if you contact those 2 venues, I'm pretty sure they might be able to fit you in on something, because they always have a punk rock show going on in the Byward Market here in Ottawa, Ontario. So if you call those venues, you never know, you might just end up on a bill.
All right. Well, thanks. Definitely you keep that in mind.
And also, before we get part ways here tonight, Jess, obviously I know how to follow Pace across all social media platforms. For the people down over here in Ontario that might just be discovering you all tonight, how do we go about following Pace? That way we can stay updated on the festival announcement, the Pooza performance, and of course, a new record coming very soon.
So you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook or Bandcamp. In those 3 platforms, our name is Pace Band MTL. And the best way for you to stay aware of what's upcoming, we're trying to post some bits and pieces of videos, or just saying people, hey, we're still there, although we don't play shows. So best way to know what's coming up.
And I got to say, Jess, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving not only myself, but the 99.9 Punk World Radio FM airwaves a bit of your time tonight. It was such an honor speaking with Montreal, Quebec's finest. Hopefully when the new record comes out, we can do this all over again. But for now, have yourself a phenomenal night, and thank you so much for your time as well.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
You as well.